As a criminal defense attorney, I tend to get asked the same questions over and over and over again by family members, friends, and even complete strangers. How can I represent guilty people? Or how can I get a guilty person off? My answer to these questions are the same every time. My job is not to get a person off for an offense or to get a guilty person off. My job as a criminal defense attorney is comprised of three things. First, to make sure that the government can prove each and every element of its case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Two, is to make sure that the government, the district attorney's office, and the police officers investigating the crime all play by the rules 100% of the time. Three, if a person can be proved guilty, then we want to find the correct path to make sure they do not end up back in the criminal justice system. Times have changed over the past 20 to 30 years. I grew up in a small town of Erie, Pennsylvania, where when we saw a police officer as a young child, we would always run up to that officer, wave, and say hi. There's a recent study in 2018 that said most children between ages 9 and 18 refuse to make eye contact with a police officer when they see him, refuse to talk to the police officer, and even completely ignore the police officer when they see them. Why is that? What has happened? Why has this changed? Unfortunately, I do not have the answer to this. However, I know there are some unethical police officers that do not follow the proper procedures and protocol. Nonetheless, the majority of the police officers are there to help and to make a difference. However, these ethical police officers often make mistakes that are no fault of yours if you're charged with a crime. Our job as a criminal defense attorney and criminal defense law firm is to find those mistakes and expose them. When I was in college, I decided to attend the police academy to become a law enforcement officer so I could help people. After the police academy, I determined that law enforcement was not the best career for me. I believed that I could reach more people by attending law school. During the first few years of my law practice, I primarily practiced in personal injury, wrongful death, medical malpractice, and product liability. For the past 12 years, I've strictly dedicated my entire law practice to defending individuals accused of a criminal offense. At the Edgett Law Firm, we are not plea attorneys. In each and every case, we gather up all of the evidence to determine if there's any way to beat the case based upon the facts or a technicality. If we cannot beat the case based upon a facts or a technicality, then we begin damage control and try to find the best possible result so this criminal charge does not negatively affect your future. I became a criminal defense attorney because I knew I can make a difference in people's lives. At the Edgett Law Firm, we will fight for your rights. Let us be the difference for you.